All right, listen up. You're scrolling through the internet, right? And somewhere between trying to figure out how to do a push-up without falling flat on your face and looking at all the shredded guys with their abs practically cutting glass, you wonder, how the heck do they do it? Are they doing 100 push-ups a day? Eating raw chicken for breakfast? Or is it just one of those things where they wake up with muscles the size of small planets? You think, I'll just stick to calisthenics. You know, body weight exercises. No fancy gym equipment. No expensive memberships. Just you, your body, and your willpower. Easy, right? Wrong, because here's the truth. Getting bigger with calisthenics. It's like trying to build a house out of cardboard and duct tape. It's not impossible, but it's going to take way more than you think. So, are you ready to hear what's really going on? Or are you going to keep pretending you can build muscle just by doing squats in your living room? You've seen it all. The quick fix videos where they claim you can get the body of your dreams just by doing 100 push-ups a day. And then you try it for a week. And guess what? Your arms feel like they've been dunked in concrete and your chest looks the same. And you're thinking, maybe I need a new routine, or maybe I just don't have the genetics. Let me fix that. The real truth. It's not about doing 1,000 push-ups. It's not about finding that magical routine. It's about building muscle through the art of consistency, smart programming, and most importantly, understanding what works for your body. All right, here's the thing. You can't just throw yourself into calisthenics and expect to look like a superhero in 2 weeks. If you're thinking, but I see these guys on Instagram with their crazy bodyweight moves. Yeah, I know you do. But here's the thing. You're looking at the after. What you don't see is the sweat, the failure, and the tears behind it. So, let's break it down. Let's start with what you're dealing with. With calisthenics, you're using your own body weight as resistance. Sounds nice, right? I mean, it's your body. You're literally carrying yourself around all day, so why not just leverage that for some gains? But here's the problem. You're not just gonna magically bulk up by doing push-ups, pull-ups, and dips. Nah, it's a bit more complicated than that. You need progression. And let's face it, you're not going to progress if you're stuck in the same push-up routine that you've been doing since high school gym class. So let's talk about some common mistakes. Mistake 1, more is better. You think more is better, right? You're the guy who's doing 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups, like you're trying to impress the entire neighborhood. But let me tell you, doing 100 push-ups a day won't make you any bigger. All you're doing is giving yourself shoulder pain and looking like you're trying to bench press a pile of bricks with your face. You need to increase the difficulty of your movements. Progression is key. Add variations like decline push-ups, clapping push-ups, or even one-arm push-ups. You're not just looking for volume, you're looking for ways to make your muscles work harder. Because here's the reality, you're not going to get bigger by doing the same thing over and over. Your muscles are too smart for that. Mistake 2. No rest, no recovery. You're working out hard, but you're not taking any rest. Your mindset is that you need to grind every day. The result? You're overtraining, feeling drained, and getting weaker. You're like that guy who keeps slamming his head into a brick wall, hoping it will break one day. Spoiler, it won't. Your body needs time to recover and grow. You need rest days. Yes, I said it. Rest days. If you're not giving your muscles a chance to recover and rebuild, then all that hard work is going to waste. And that's just common sense. You wouldn't keep throwing more wood on a fire without letting it burn down a little first, right? Same deal with your body. You need balance. Mistake 3, overcomplicating it so. You've decided that calisthenics is the way to go. Great. But then, you start thinking, I need to be doing these 50-step workouts with bands, chains, and a rubber chicken. Look, I get it. You want to feel like you're doing the most. But most of the time, all those extra gadgets and complicated moves just make things harder and more confusing. You don't need to turn yourself into an acrobat to see progress. You need the basics. Focus on the classic exercises: push-ups, pull-ups, squats, dips. Master those first. Once you've nailed the basics, then you can move on to the more advanced stuff. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. And while we're at it, let's talk about something that's not a mistake, but a huge mistake when neglected. Mistake 4. Ignoring nutrition. This one's simple. You want to get bigger? You need to eat. Your body is like a car. You can't expect it to run without fuel. If you're skipping meals or eating like a squirrel on a diet, guess what? No muscle growth is happening. You need protein, carbs, healthy fats. Don't just eat like it's an episode of Survivor. Your body needs fuel to rebuild those muscles after your intense bodyweight workouts. And no, protein shakes alone aren't going to cut it. You have to eat real whole foods. I'm talking chicken, fish, quinoa, veggies. If you're serious about this, treat your body like a temple, not a trash can. Mistake 5. Forgetting full body workouts. You've got your chest and arms looking nice, but your legs, they're looking like spaghetti. And let's not even talk about your back. Yeah, I see you neglecting the back exercises. You can't just focus on the fun exercises. You've got to hit everything. Legs, core, back. If you want a balanced physique, you need to hit every muscle group. Stop skipping leg day, even though you're not in the gym. Now, let's talk about how you can actually make some serious gains with calisthenics. You need to follow a structured, progressive routine that includes exercises from every major muscle group. You need to vary the difficulty of the exercises and add weights when necessary. Start with a basic program, like a push-pull leg split. Focus on progression. If you're stuck at 10 push-ups, aim for 15 next week. If you're doing 20 pull-ups, challenge yourself to do 25. When you can handle it, add weight. Yes, weight. You don't need a fancy gym for that. Get a backpack, fill it with books, and start doing weighted pull-ups. You can also buy a weighted vest if you're feeling extra fancy. Most importantly, keep pushing yourself. Every single day, improve just a little bit more. That's how you get bigger, stronger, and more shredded. So there you have it. If you want to get bigger with calisthenics, stop messing around with all those fancy tricks. Get serious. Focus on progression. Get some rest. Eat like you're actually trying to build muscle, not just stay alive. And for the love of God, don't skip leg day. If you can stop making these common mistakes and stay consistent, you'll start seeing those gains. Remember, this isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. And yes, you can build muscle without the gym, but only if you stop wasting your time on nonsense and focus on what really works. So, ready to crush it? Yeah? Then let's go make those muscles grow.